What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ebony. I am here to talk about some things that I like about being a patient care technician. I was thinking the other day when I had a good day. It was a good day, okay? And I was like, you know, there are things I like about it. I know I talk a lot about rough days, but that's because I want it to be so realistic. To me, it was not. Okay, I want you to realistically know that you're gonna have some rough days, okay? And that's okay, but you're also gonna have some really smooth, really great, really awesome days that remind you of why you do what you do. Okay, so my first things first, which is the first of the first, I just said the same thing, but whatever. Patient care, okay? That's my number one. Patient care is my most favorite. It's like my passion. Is like, and when I say patient care, let me get my version of patient care. My version of patient care is emotionally, you know, a lot of them don't talk to anyone outside of the clinic. A lot of them, you are their person. Like, you know, yes, they have a social worker, but I mean, in a way, you become like their therapist. Not intentionally, but because they trust you with the care of their life physically. And the social worker, you know, they handle, you know, if they need, from my clinic, you know, they handle like bus passes, they handle living situations, they handle transportation, they handle mental things. But I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of patients that trust a social worker the way that they trust a tech or a nurse that is super involved, because sometimes the nurses can't be as involved, you know. But anyways, yeah, patient care. And I would say, like, I look at some of them like grandma, like a grandma. That's just, I don't know, it just comes. Just the bond that you're able to build. Now, I will say, going into this field, just go ahead and be ready to detach emotionally, because when one of them passes, you don't want to be so distraught that you can't do your job, okay? I mean, you don't want to be so distraught that you can't do your job. And that, I think I've cried like a couple times. I think more so, like one lady, I cried about her because I was like, I don't know, it was just, it should be expected, but it's not expected, because I'm a person that believes in life. I know we have to die and all that, but I'm just like, but you can see when they're passing or when they're just so exhausted that they are ready to give up and they just don't want to do dialysis anymore. They don't want to do life anymore. It's mainly the older generation. Sometimes it's the younger generation. My dog. Sometimes it's the younger generation, but it's more so the older generation that is just like, they physically can't do it anymore. So yeah, my last lady that I cried about, that's how it was. And then a lady before that, I cried because I was fighting for her. I was fighting for her care. I was fighting for her life. And the same day, I mean, I had been fighting so hard for her because her transportation, I didn't feel like they were treating her right. I didn't feel like they were picking her up right. They were lying. Some of them be lying. That irks me. Why you gotta lie? Why you got to lie? Don't understand. Anyways, so some of them lie, but this transportation was lying, and I don't know. I was just so disturbed about her passing, because me and the we were in between social workers because we lost one, so, or she left, so me and that social worker were working really hard with her transportation and fighting for her. And I went on break and I came back and looked in my manager's eyes, and she was like, and I was like, what does that mean? Don't you tell me. And she was like, she died. I was like, ah! I was like, what? I've been fighting for her life. So it was like that moment, and I was like, okay, drew me back. Now, I'm a country girl. In the country, you say hey to everybody when you go to the stove. You do the what's up or how you doing all the time. So I'm friendly easily, or it comes off friendly easily at times. And of course, with patient care, I want them to feel comfortable with me. So because of this, then I am going to do certain things to let them know, like, I got you and that you can trust me. One second. Okay, sorry y'all, had to let my dog out. Anyways, we're in. So yeah, patient care is a big one for me. I love getting to know them. I have this one lady that I'm always singing with. You got some that you get to dance with. You just get to, you know, get them out of the funk of dialysis, or the funk of disease, the funk of illness, the funk, and just give them a chance to feel good, even if it's for a moment, just to take their mind off of, like, I'm sick, you know? Anyway, so patient care is my absolute favorite. The second one is teamwork. Listen, if you are able to develop teamwork with your babe partner or babe partners, your coworkers, whatever, whether it be your nurses and techs, I'm gonna just name them two because that's, you know, who you really interchangeably working with on the floor, especially your manager. And if you have a charge nurse, if you have a clinic manager, I know all of us don't have that because we are short staffed. So if you're able to develop teamwork, oh my gosh, everything flows. Everything flows beautifully. Like, especially when you're having a rough day on the floor. Sometimes, it's always during trade over, by the way. Or it might be in the morning shift because my clinic, I don't know why, but sometimes the door is not locked. Most clinics, the doors are locked. But mine, for whatever reason, the door is not locked. So the patients will just walk in and you're like, I'm not ready for you. And I will come get you when I am ready for you. So yeah, when you have stuff like that, then you are pressed. So teamwork on the floor is just such a harmony. It's like, you know, I sing, so it's like a nice harmony. It's just so beautiful. Especially when you say, hey, you good? They be like, nah, I'm not good. Or if someone asked me, they asked me the other day, like, are you good? No, I'm not good. I'm very annoyed right now. You need me to do anything? I don't know. Give me a second. Like, I can't even think of what I might need you to do right now. So teamwork is good because they'll know, or they might just go do what needs to be done. They might go help you, you know, and then I thought of it. I was like, oh, can you please take this patient? Go weigh them and take them to the lobby for me, please. Because I was dealing with another patient and about to deal with another patient. Like, it was just too much going on at one time, okay? So, yeah, teamwork, I don't even know how to say it. I guess the best way to say it is you also build a bond with teamwork as you endure the struggle of changeover, or the struggle days. I'm gonna say struggle days, or the days that are just so challenging, or the days, it's mainly the days that are challenging. Think about it. When you go through something and somebody's been there for you, after that, you're like, oh, I can count on this person. Like, that's how it feels with when you have teamwork and you know who you can and can't have teamwork with. Honestly, some days, some people I'm realizing all over again that you can have teamwork with them depending on the day. And that just is what it is. Because they may or may not teamwork with you that day. That is where your independence comes in. So I will say that's another thing that I like about being a tech. You can develop, you don't have a choice really, but you develop independence. And because you have to, as I say, man your pod, manage your pod, man your pod. You develop that independence that will help you to flow. and also to be able to learn different things, so that if you do have, and when you don't have help, you're good. Like, you're not pressed in or if you are, I don't know, you just, independence, guys. I feel like I'm rambling, and I apologize for that, okay? All right. Well, I guess this ties into teamwork. Like, the overall building a relationship is one thing that I like about being a tech. This part can be challenging, but it can be good, because you learn how to deal with this or that type of personality. You learn how to deal with all kind of personalities. You know how to, and I ain't just talking about patients, I'm talking about staff. You learn how to deal with, you know, as women, our cycle's on, we're all angry, we moody, and we not feeling it when we first come in. Or we all angry, we moody, we not feeling it in that moment, and then we brush over and we get over it together, and, you know, not holding that against each other. Sometimes they do, but sometimes, when I say they, like, sometimes people do hold things against you once they see that part of you. But it's like, how you gonna hold that against me when I'm a whole entire human being? Like, I'm not perfect, or I'm not gonna be happy-go-lucky, giddy all the time. That is not, no. No one is. No one isn't. If they are, they own something. I'm just saying. So these are the things that I like about being a tech. If you are a new tech or even an OG that's been in the field for a while, let me know what are the things that you like about being a tech, because it's easy to talk about the bad stuff. People love to hop on a negative train, honey, but we hopping on the positive plane. I like flying. Plane, okay? It might be a little turbulence, but we hopping on just a little bit. But you make it through that turbulence, and when you land, you know, not when the plane is, been on that before, but that smooth landing, it's beautiful. So that is, I feel like sometimes that's what dialysis can be, okay? We hopping off that negative train and hopping on the positive plane. Y'all be blessed and have a great, awesome, wonderful rest of your day. Bye.